Good afternoon, guys. I wanted to make a quick video to talk about how I suggest you modify your weapons, especially assault rifles and SMGs. Um, this would work for LMGs as well, but what I wanted to say is, let's start with the MP5. What I suggest, I get this question a lot, so here's what I suggest. On your suppressor, and suppressors in my opinion are a must because of the reduced threat. The NPCs actually will ignore you quite a bit, especially if you get into a PvP battle and the other guys, the other teams are using loud vent breaks with increased threat, even though the loud vent breaks have really good stats. The NPCs are going to go after them. So it's basically like improving your team. So for the muzzle break, a suppressor of some kind. Always want the trifecta, what I call the trifecta. Crit chance, crit damage, and headshot damage. This is really, in my opinion, your best bet. For grip, now this depends. On the SMGs, you need basically no stability at all, so I go for crit damage. Accuracy doesn't really matter, all that kind of stuff. But crit damage or crit chance. Crit damage I prefer. Magazines are a must as well. Extended magazines, absolutely extended magazines, with crit chance or crit damage, and very important to have rate of fire. For optics, again, the trifecta, crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. Now, you're going to notice that if you change one of your mods to headshot damage, your DPS is going to increase quite a bit. But here's the thing. And with an SMG, maybe you can do it. I don't have one here to show you. Headshot damage, if it's the main stat, like the first stat, it's going to increase your damage or your DPS, but SMGs you can make headshots maybe consistently, but assault rifles, unless you're running 2 strikers with 20% stability, it's really going to be hard to consistently make headshots. To talk about my LVOAC or my lightweight M4, they're basically the same gun, same idea. Crit chance, headshot damage, crit damage. And again, like I was saying, if I switch this to a suppressor where the first attribute is headshot damage, you're going to see that my DPS is inflated quite a bit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's better to use. Don't get caught up with the DPS number. Because if you try to make headshots consistently, unless you have amazing stability on an assault rifle, you're just not going to do it. It's much easier to aim center of mass or anywhere on the body and benefit from crit damage, which is why I have crit damage and then headshot damage and crit chance on this. Stability is a must on assault rifles. 1.4 has made the game more realistic, where the guns really do kick more than they would in 1.3. So stability is a must. You can get away with putting a crit damage or a crit chance grip on if you're running the 2 strikers pieces along with whatever else you're running. I don't right now, so that's why I have stability. Again, the magazine, extended magazine with crit chance and rate of fire, again, an absolute must. Scopes, same thing again, the trifecta, crit damage, crit chance, headshot damage, totally your choice. See if I have a headshot damage, and you'll see that, well, that doesn't work, but for having the primary stat as headshot damage is really going to make it tough to make those headshots. Sure, your DPS looks great, it's kind of like accuracy and having accuracy talents in your weapon. It inflates your damage, but the truth is, you're really not going to hit all those. Stat-wise, and this is extremely high for 1.4, so don't be surprised if you're not reaching this, but crit chance is great. Crit damage is wonderful, but if you don't have any crit chance, crit damage does nothing. So my crit chance on my MP5 is 31.5%, crit damage is 100%, and headshot damage is 61, which is still respectable. You're not going to see people maxing out on crit chance like they were in 1.3. I have yet to see anyone with 2 or 250% crit damage. Maybe it's attainable, I don't know, but I have yet to see that. And my lightweight M4, or LVOA, same gun really, a respectable 23.5%, 60% crit damage, 86% headshot. I would like to see the crit damage go up a little higher. This isn't the main gun I normally run with. I'm running it just because I wanted to play around with Predatory, which gives me 35% health over 20 seconds every time I kill an NPC. This is invaluable, especially when running in the dark zone because you're always healing. A couple other ones I run with: responsive, deadly, brutal, and you'll see again extended magazine, crit chance, rate of fire, the optics, the trifecta, crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage, the muzzle brake again, crit damage, headshot damage, crit chance, reduced threat. The highest I've seen for reduced threat is 50%, but anywhere from the 45 to 50% is great. And then again, stability on the grip, crit damage or crit chance, and reload speed's great. I don't really care what the main stats are as much. For ARs, you really want stability. I have a Navy MP5, I don't have it fully modded, but okay, here's my MP7. This is a 1.3 MP7. But again, you'll see magazine size, crit chance, rate of fire, optics, trifecta, crit damage, crit chance, headshot damage. I'm not saying you can't have the first stat be a headshot damage shot, but if it is, it's going to inflate your DPS. SMGs, you can make your headshots better, but truthfully, I'd rather just go for the center of mass. The weapons now kick, you'll still hit in the head. The only time you really want headshot damage on your scope and your muzzle brake as the primary stat is with a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are all about the headshot damage. See my muzzle again, crit chance, headshot damage, crit damage, reduced threat. Grip, stability, it's not really necessary. I'd actually rather change that for crit damage on the MP7, but like I said, I haven't been running with this much. I just threw whatever on to create space. And just, for example, Scar H. I don't think I have this fully modded right now, but here's where you want headshot damage. That muzzle suppressor, I would change it so the primary stat was headshot damage, and it'll increase things quite a bit. I'll just throw one on here so you see. There you go. So by throwing a suppressor with headshot damage on instead of crit damage, my DPS jumped significantly. And this is where you really do want headshot damage, because you can make the headshots. These things are stable, they're accurate, they're easy to make headshots. And you're shooting from a distance, so you don't have to worry too much. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, just to give you an idea of what I would do for my weapons and how I mod them. Good luck, have a great day.